here's what you're going to need to know in order to trick others into believing that you... Yeah, get ready for a lot of bomb joke in this one. Alright, enough.
Do what you like, but I'm done talking to you.
Let's get started, shall we? We begin, as we always do in a lot of Bethesda games, with character creation. After the 7 hours you'll spend trying to see which eyebrow type is the least ugly, we can finally show our beautiful creation to the world. Ah, bellissimo.
Hun, you think my nose is too big?
Nate and Nora are the canon names for the wife and the husband, and you can play as whichever character you decide to leave the mirror as. You and your spouse are living the ideal American dream with green grass and a robot butler with a saw for a hand. Oh, and the ever-looming threat of total nuclear annihilation. With your son Shaun, who never looks like his parents, even if their skin is as bright as the freshly fallen snow. While lounging about, we hear a knock at the door. Even in this perfect world, we still have to deal with door-to-door salesmen.
Good morning! Vault-Tec calling.
Go away.
Oh, what a perfect life. What could possibly go?
Confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania.
Well, golly gee, this sure is a thorn in my keister. Well, sweetie, we best hightail it to that vault that guy you slammed the door on was going on about. Quickly, skedaddle! You barely make it to the bomb shelter just in time to see the first bomb fall on what was once your idyllic suburban life. Once in the vault, you get your gear and get ready for a whole new life. If it didn't so happen to be a cryo chamber. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. That's when the real motivation for this game kicks in.
Boy, go. I'm only gonna tell you once. I'm not giving you shot!
Sorry, I had to keep the tone up somehow. Moving on. We wake up, find a gun, and start walking our way to the exit. Right out the vault, fresh-faced, into the radiation. We meet up with our butler, Codsworth, to find just how long we've been away for.
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer.
Huh, that sounds like me right after a nap, am I right? After reuniting with your beloved metal husband, you head into the nearest gas station for a bag of chips and one dog, who will lead you to an old museum. I guess I'll just be on my...
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Alright, I'm coming. This lovely band of miscreants are the Minutemen, or what's left of them. A group of people just trying to keep the peace and help others. So to show that off, we go to the roof, grab ourselves some armor and a minigun, and mow down the opposition, including this random Deathclaw, who felt the need to show up. No, bad down! Wait, what were we talking about? Yeah, a baby. Forgot about that. So off to the center of all this kerfuffle that lies the town of Diamond City, aptly named for it residing in the ruins of an old baseball field. Or, you know, this is probably the nastiest video I've made in a long while. Inside the city, we meet one of our could-be companions, Piper, a reporter by trade, and then later, a robot named Nick Valentine. Oh yeah, I probably should explain how robots work in this world. Synths by trade, are a synthetic human-looking android created by the secret society known as the Institute. After rescuing the robot detective from the clutches of the mob, we go on a wild chase with our dog to find the man who stole your baby and shot your husband, and who just so happens to be working with the Institute, who also has your child. Well, ain't that a coinkydink? Truly, this is a great hurdle for you to overcome. Emerging the victor and snagging yourself a big part of his head as a trophy, you emerge from the building to the thunderous roar of the Brotherhood of Steel.
There is a vulture in front of my... Oh my... This is not your land! Go! How was that?
Ah, yes, the Brotherhood of Steel, a tech-hungry group who's here to stake their claim here in the Boston Wasteland. After which, we use the tech that we stole off Kellogg to find out just how to get into the Institute. One drug trip later, plus a casual stroll through a place called the Glowing Sea. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. An ex-scientist slash mutant gives us the info that we need, and it's off to find the third big player in the story, the Railroad, dedicated to freeing escaped synths from the Institute.
Wazowski.
Yeah, there's this whole side narrative on whether or not synths are people. It doesn't really get that deep, so don't worry about it. With their help, you're able to enter the Institute, and it's time to finally reunite with your son. It's my baby. You're grounded. Alright, so this Shaun is a fake. The real Shaun is...
Oh, hi, Mark.
So we may have been asleep for a bit longer than we thought, and Shaun is now a 60-something-year-old man. As if missing several birthdays wasn't enough, turns out the whole reason he was kidnapped in the first place was due to his DNA being pure. Not exposed to all that nasty radiation made him the perfect DNA sample for making synths. Now, this is where actual choice comes into play. You can side with your son, or join any of the other factions, and make yourself an enemy of the Institute. So for those who are not that inclined to keep keep it within the family, your endings will be the Railroad Brotherhood, Minutemen, and me. The whole situation here is that if you're not with the Institute, you're against them. All other factions aside from the Institute come to an ending when you invade the Institute and cause a nuclear meltdown, bringing an end to the Institute.
Let's go sunning, it's so good for you. Let's go sunning.
If blood be thicker than water, the Institute is the other option, and it kinda works in reverse, where you go around eliminating all the enemies that the Institute has. You essentially stop them from getting flattened like a Kansas pancake, and you end up taking over the Institute. It basically de-evolves into an awkward game of rock, paper, scissors, in which whatever faction that you join has you eliminate the other two. Rock, paper... Everyone except the Minutemen. No matter which route you take, the Minutemen are spared. None shall avoid my wrath! It's all over. I'm sorry for that, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. I recently picked up Fallout again for the PC after owning it for the PS4 for the longest time, which was the inspiration for making this video. But I hope you all enjoyed this lore speedrun, and if you did, please share it around, and do all that standard YouTube stuff that I have to ask you. It really helps a lot. But with all that said, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!